there, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fun video for you guys. This is the assumptions tag. If you haven't seen assumption tags videos on YouTube, they are some of my favorite because I think they bring up some of the most interesting things and some of those things that like everyone is thinking about but no one would actually say unless asked to do so. So the way this tag works, if you haven't seen it before, is I posted on my Instagram asking for people to share their assumptions about me, and I'm going to answer them right now. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Marian. I make videos about being a Jewish mom and I upload on a Monday and Thursday, so I would love it if you subscribed and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in order of how these came in and I'll try to get to almost all of them. A lot of them were the same. So the first one I have is you have a secret chocolate stash in your house. This is 100% true. I definitely do, although I would say it's not so much a secret because my husband knows about it, but it's definitely my chocolate stash. It's definitely not the family's candy. It is all mine, although I do share, it's mine. Okay, the next one I have is you want a baby girl. I bet every mom who has only boys gets this assumption, and I totally get it. I'm very happy to have two boys who are close together in age. I hope that they'll grow up to be best friends and share similar interests and just like have a real lifelong bond together. So I'm really, really happy about that. And obviously I'm so blessed to have two healthy kids. Like there's nothing more I could ever wish for. I definitely have thought about having a girl and wondered like what that would be like. So it's kind of like in my mind, the way I compare it is I would like to live in London. I would like to live on a farm. Like there are many aspects of life that I would love to experience, but I know aren't my life, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's like tons of other life experiences I'd be interested in having, but none that I would give up my current life for, or none that I really like envision happening. So having a girl to me is kind of like that. Like sure, I would love to raise a girl, I would love to have a little girl, but at the same time, like I'm so happy with my two little boys, and that's like the family I've been blessed with. So yeah, that's how I answer that question. Yes, of course it would be great, but I'm so happy to have two little boys. Okay, the next assumption made me laugh, and that is you're the middle child. No, I am definitely the baby. I have two older siblings that are actually a lot older than me. My sister is 7 years older than me, and my brother is 11 years older than me, so I am very much the baby. I would say I kind of had two life experiences in that when I was really little, I was definitely like the baby youngest child, but as I got a little bit older and my siblings like went off to college and stuff, I was almost more like an only child. So I would say, yeah, definitely not the middle child. Okay, the next assumption I got is a really interesting one. It's that you pray every day. And I do pray every day. Every night when I put my kids to bed, we say like a bedtime prayer, and just out of habit and like the fact that I'm putting them to bed and we're talking about bedtime prayers, in my mind I also like say my bedtime prayers right then for them. Also my newborn, by the way, is playing in his little play mat right over there, so I apologize for the newborn gurgle. So I would say I don't pray every day. I kind of am more one of those people that prays like during really tough times, and when things are good I feel very thankful and like definitely say prayers of thanks like in my head, but don't give it the same attention as in times of need, if that makes sense. Speaking of little boys, this one wanted to join for the rest of the video. Okay, you won't like, back to that question, you won't like Jews who weren't raised Jewish. I got a lot of interesting questions about, or interesting assumptions about Judaism and how I feel about other people. I definitely don't feel that way, but I do kind of feel like a lot of people who are born Jewish may have missed out on learning about Judaism. So like, because I went to Jewish day school growing up, I just have this, I feel like, a wealth of Jewish knowledge that a lot of people who were born Jewish and raised Jewish but only sort of like went to Hebrew school, or their parents weren't that religious, I feel like they just don't know as much about Judaism. So it's just harder for them to kind of like understand the prayers or to like know what to do to observe certain holidays because they don't have like the background knowledge of it. I do feel like a lot of Judaism is about knowledge and about learning. You know, it's like we're the people of the book of the Bible, so it's like if you aren't taught from a young age, there's just so much to learn and understand that, I don't know, I feel like some people, they seem just kind of lost to me, or they don't really have that foundational knowledge that I feel like would serve them later in life. So yeah, definitely not that I don't like them. I just kind of feel like sometimes when I see people who are Jewish but weren't raised with too much Jewish education, I feel like they missed out sometimes. Okay, the next assumption is all your activities are with your Jewish community. But that's not bad, don't misunderstand me. I would say that a large portion of my activities are with a Jewish community or with my Jewish friends, but I think that's mostly because my kids go to like Jewish day school and we have like Jewish toddler, Jewish baby activities. So when I was younger and before I had kids, I would say I wasn't involved in that much Jewish stuff going on in the community. But now that I have kids, it's like become our social circle. So I would say that is pretty true. But I don't want to raise them in too insular a community, so I am definitely aware of that and trying to like expand our little social circle. Okay, the next one I have is you're a liberal badass. Yes, that is 100% true. Okay, you were voted Nesiah in your BBYO chapter. I didn't do BBYO growing up. I did USY, and I did serve on like the board. I think I was the vice president of my synagogue chapter, and I was on the regional board, I think. Like, I can't even remember now. But so yeah, I wasn't voted Nesiah in BBYO, but I did serve on some like top roles in USY. Okay, the next one I love, you're a great mom to your boys. Aw, thank you. I do feel like I try to be the best mom I can. It's definitely because I gave up my career to stay home with them. I do feel like it is not just my not like a side component of who I am, but like the you know, basis of my identity right now. So I do try to be the best mom that I can be to them. Okay, the next one is that you're a kick-ass BFF, and surprise, surprise, my best friend Lisco left that for me, so thank you for that. I do feel like I'm a good friend, but I honestly think I am not the best friend out there. I think because at this moment in my life I am pretty absorbed in not only being a mom, but just like getting my YouTube channel off the ground and my writing. Like, I do feel like I am really taken by a lot of projects in my life, and I don't make as much time as I should for friendships, but it's definitely becoming something I am focusing on more of, especially now. Like, Max, my older son, is old enough that we can do a lot more play dates, or that he can actually like play during the play dates. So I have been doing a lot more of those, and I found them really enjoyable for me too. So yeah, I definitely would say I can be a better friend, and one of my goals this year is to spend more time with friends. Okay, the next one is more of a Q&A than an assumption, but it's did I go to university, and at what age did I give birth to Max? I did go to college. I went to UCLA, and I actually also have my master's degree. I got an MBA from Georgetown, so I've had a lot of schooling under my belt, and I gave birth to Max at age 31, I think, or 30? I think 31. I honestly am not sure. One of those two. Oh, and there's another one. This is, where did you and your husband meet? We actually met through a friend. I studied abroad in Israel with one of my husband's, bless you, fraternity brothers, and we were all living in DC and just like, yeah, met through friend of a friend. The next one is that you want to have a ton of kids. Yes, I would love to have like 6 kids, honestly. I'd love to live on a farm and have a whole bunch of kids. But I think for me, the reality is that pregnancy is just so hard for me. I'm just like almost debilitatingly hard, that I don't see that as my path. And also, you know, I only started having kids in my 30s. So yes, I would love to have just like a huge brood of children, but I don't think that that is the reality that we're going to see. Okay, the next one is that you're actually shy. I would say yes, 100%. I am very shy in social situations. I'm very happy to talk to a camera or to be on social media, etc. But in that sense, that's something I can like control. But being in an actual like public social situation, I am very shy. Okay, I think this is the last one, which is good because this guy is done with these assumptions, and that is that rarely do you ever yell or raise your voice in anger. I would say that is very true. I actually read this assumption to my husband. I was like, is that true? Do you think I ever raise my voice? And he's like, yeah, you don't raise your voice, but you do get mad. And I would say that is true. I have a very like, I get very emotional and I get very upset about things, but I don't ever like raise my voice or yell, if that makes any sense. And I never get upset with my kids, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously I get upset, but I don't show it to them. I'm never like emotional or angry or like yelling at the kids. Sometimes like my toddler, if he throws a tantrum or something and it's really upsetting to me, you know, I'll just say to him like, mommy's really upset right now, but I don't actually like raise my voice or yell or get angry in front of the kids. That is something that is just like a core value of mine. So yeah, those are the assumptions. I hope you guys liked this video, learned a little bit more about me in a fun way. I know Corey is done with it. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram too so you don't miss out on these kind of things in the future. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.